had a thing going with the Panamanian model and influencer, Gracie Bon. If you thought you knew Drake's love life, think again, cause this one might make you do a double take. According to Gracie Bon, this all started back in 2020 with the simplest move imaginable. She sent Drake a DM on Instagram, and apparently that tiny message was the spark that kicked off a whole secret romance. And get this, at the time, Bon was still married. But despite all of that, things escalated fast. Like luxury trips, private meetings with Drake's mom, and even time spent with his son. It sounds like something out of a movie, but Bon claims this was her reality. But of course, it wasn't all glitz and glamour. Gracie says the relationship started going left in 2023, specifically around the Wireless Festival in London. She says things took a dark turn when Drake began controlling her movements, moving her into the same hotel, and, wildest of all, leaving her locked in. To make it all even weirder, she said one of his parties was emotionally unsettling. She saw all kinds of bizarre and wild stuff go down. The drama didn't stop there though. After this fallout, Drake blacklisted her from UK events entirely, which forced her hand to block him on social media. Imagine being caught in that whirlwind, with your personal and professional life apparently on the line. Of course, as soon as these allegations hit the public eye, Drake responded. During a live stream on Aiden Ross's channel, he flat out denied the entire thing. He called it big cap and said the notion that he blackballed Bon was crazy. Beyond that, Drake hasn't really said much, which, let's be real, just adds fuel to the fire. On the web though, social media is exploding. Some are siding with Gracie, saying her story paints a clear picture of emotional control and fallout. Others are defending Drake, pointing to his denial and questioning the timing and motives behind Bon's public claims. Either way, the internet can't stop buzzing. What's really wild about this story is how it shows how complex the fame, privacy, and influence can get. Here's a guy like Drake, who's literally living at the top of the game, getting called out in public for an alleged affair with someone who himself introduced to the world of high-profile attention. And on the other side, you've got Gracie Bon, sharing her side and facing an army of fans, critics, and online sleuths, dissecting every little detail. It's messy, it's raw, and it's exactly the kind of story the internet thrives on. At the end of the day, what's clear is that this saga isn't just a simple he said, she said situation. You've got luxury trips, emotional drama, alleged blacklisting, and one of the biggest names in hip-hop at the center of it all. And while Drake's denial is official, Gracie's statements are public and detailed, leaving the whole story hanging in a tense, unresolved limbo. Now, knowing Drake, it doesn't seem impossible that he would get involved with a chick like Gracie. We've seen him pull all kinds of stunts and side pieces over the years. But only time will tell if it's all cap or nah. So do you think about this Drake-Gracie Bon saga? Is this another example of superstar drama gone too far? Or is it all just internet noise amplified by social media? Shocking new pic reveals Janet Jackson is pregnant at 59 years old. So what's really going on here? Because if you know Janet, you know nothing about her life ever happens by accident. So let's get into the theories about Janet Jackson being pregnant again. As you guys probably know, Janet already made history once when she gave birth to her son Issa at 50. That alone had doctors talking and fans crying happy tears. But now, almost a decade later, another pregnancy? That's something nobody saw coming. Now, if you follow Janet long enough, you know she doesn't move without purpose. She's been through love, loss, and the kind of pressure only a Jackson could understand. So this pregnancy at 59 isn't just about motherhood. It's about redemption, legacy, and faith. Things get even crazier when you hear that sources close to her say, this moment didn't just happen overnight. Janet's been spotted visiting wellness centers and fertility clinics around Los Angeles. Most brushed it off as self-care, but insiders claim she was quietly preparing for something big. And remember, Janet's always dreamed of having a daughter. That's when fans started connecting dots. The announcement came just days after the anniversary of her brother Michael's passing, which for Janet has always been an emotional time. Some people think that's not a coincidence at all. They say this pregnancy is her way of honoring her family's legacy while stepping into a brand new chapter. But the question still stands. How? At 59, could this be a natural pregnancy or something else entirely? Now here's where it gets heated. Some insiders hint at surrogacy, others whisper about advanced IVF treatments, and a few people close to Janet believe it's adoption. But nobody, not her reps, not her family, has confirmed anything. Meanwhile, photos of Janet smiling keep popping up online. No disguises, no dodging the paparazzi, just pure joy. And that peace on her face is the kind that says she's already accepted whatever's coming, no matter what people think. To give you some context, Janet's journey hasn't been easy. After her divorce from Wissam Al-Mana, she faced single motherhood, custody battles, and heartbreak behind closed doors. But she never lost her faith. So when people ask, why now? Maybe that's the answer. Maybe she waited until she was fully healed, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally, to open her heart again. But let's be real, the internet ain't calm about it. Some people are calling it a miracle, others are calling it impossible. Doctors are debating, fans are celebrating, and haters are speculating. Still, the woman at the center of it all hasn't said another word since that post. And if you followed Janet's career, you know her silence speaks volumes. She's always been the queen of controlling her narrative. So if she's not talking, there's a reason. Now this might sound wild, but a few entertainment insiders think there's more to the story. Word is, Janet's planning a documentary, one that dives deep into this new chapter of her life. They're calling it Promise. If that's true, this whole pregnancy reveal might be the beginning of something way bigger than a baby announcement. So in the end, maybe this isn't just about her having another child. Maybe it's about rewriting her story one last time, on her own terms. Still, one question lingers. How did she pull this off? Was this a planned miracle or pure destiny? And if this baby girl really is on the way, what does that mean for the Jackson legacy moving forward?